From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Mattison. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. And they'll go for it. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. They find some open field here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
I remember from my experience as a defender, when the big fella gets the football, you've got to get on him early before he gets a chance to get up ahead of steam, because once he does that, he's going to leave a lot of tacklers in his wake.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On second down, this is Mattison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
And now they'll throw with Lance. This goes out wide from Mattison. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Sermon. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Trey Sermon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Oh boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Lance. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Running left, Taylor. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor, and he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with a Rams top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season. They go play action with Hurts. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Taylor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Hurts sets up to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Hurts. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to get back within a touchdown. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Running from the shotgun with Madison. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From just shy of midfield, Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets good?
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark.
Touchdown! Mecole Hardman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. He'll buy some time right. Looking for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Lance going to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. scoring the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Catch made by Slayton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe
a fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
It's caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Aldrich Rosa lining up for the extra point. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The give to Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Play action. Here's Hurts. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for L.A. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now a play fake. Lance. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, these two teams hooking up for the second time this year. They first met back in October, week 7, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's Madison running left. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, it's Taylor. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Rosas now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. But with the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure it out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. Flushed out right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. shotgun now for Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Rams add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball. Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort. Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. They'll drop to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion. Rosas' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th. And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it? Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niner 16. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Rams are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he stopped immediately there. Now Lance. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, they earn one final victory and finish the regular season at 13-4. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead.